1, 2, 3.
In the arts, we're doing protest in harmony for Anthony McClain. And if you want to just go ahead and go on your social media, we're a little bit, this is a protest, so everything is in divine time. So let your folks know that they can come. It's a musical tribute. We're going to be featuring R&B and hip hop from locals. Again, my name is Faye Love.
Anthony McClain, as our hearts remain heavy that you're no longer with us, so I wrote it down and made it plain to convey that despite the fact that you're taken from us at the young age of 32, the judge will see it through. I fear that police brutality will not cease without applying the necessary repercussions, yet we stand here today having those discussions. They step on our necks and shoot us in our homes and harass us for selling cigarettes. That systemic oppression wedges a gap within our community by creating disadvantages of how we can operate within society. You had a past that follows you because the roads you took led to a paper trail that should be overlooked. A traffic stop possibly sparks your PTSD, so you ran in fear. In fear that you'll be another name, either locked behind bars, another name we have to say loud and make clear. They took your life with one gunshot in the back. And we say your name asking, where is the morality? We are tired of the police brutality. Structural racism makes it harder for our community to receive just verdicts. So when do we have to ask for permits to speak our minds? But I can't help but imagine what would have happened if you were alive today to speak about that night. On August 15th, 2020, we lost another king. Your wings have took flight. As your birthday passes, we remember you, and I send a prayer to your family that they will get through. For you are now a part of our ancestors. As I speak on the ones who have called before their time, I pay homage to Faye Love today, wearing hints of purple. I say this loud and clear for those that are not unverbal. For she knew that the system is destructive. For she was a part of the protest that took the streets in Pasadena, asking for your case to receive justice. They kneeled on your back and proceeded to arrest you despite blood oozing out. I can't breathe. You exclaim as they tighten the handcuffs without a doubt. The first gift that we so often taken advantage of. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and now Anthony McClain. We protest in the labor of love. We will forever remember your names as we continue to retain the rights that we have. We will continue to break down the barriers that have been implemented to silence us and let your case drag, for our voices will be heard. And as the birds fly free within the sky, we won't stop until justice has been inferred. For we exercise the First Amendment, and despite the hate that they try to brew within us, we will not carry resentment.
Final thoughts. I just want to say that what we did today was take that drama that was in the streets, we released it on the mats, and we created something beautiful on the posts.
Yes.
And that's transformation right there. Mm-hmm. And through that, we were able to transform hearts and lives. And it might have been just a little push. It might not have been the major push, but just to sit down and have a conversation with lawmakers, policymakers, our law enforcement, people from diverse backgrounds, educators, artists, activists. We sat down and had a very transparent, compassionate dialogue. And I think with that information in our hearts, we can move forward and start to look at our actions.
Yes.
Because I say that compassion is love in action, moving forward.
Love it.
Love is but the song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, and you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. When the one that left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me be here today.
So why don't you share with us today, what does the day mean to you with being here and seeing the turnout?
Oh, the energy, the contagious smile and energy and glow of Felicia, and just her power of bringing people together, connecting through community is one of the powers that we have as a community. So we gotta still live and encourage and be by being present.
So what would you share with the viewers so they can see the commitment we have here in the community, and certainly in the time that you and I have been working with Compassionate Arts? What would you like to share with them to just get them involved and let people know how to get in contact with being a part of Compassionate Arts?
Through your passion, you wanna be able to connect with your community through what you have, as far as what you enjoy. Share that through your passion, your hobbies. Connect through your community by sharing what you love, what you enjoy, and being present in that same kind of environment with others, because that's what they want to do too.
That's very poetic. I like that. And we want to thank you folks for joining us today. Thank you.
I'd like to tell you, yeah, just what I've been going through. My nights are so long as I watch each hour go by. Hoping and praying that someday I will be your guy. You're my one sole desire. Feel love. Can you feel my burning fire? It's okay, it's okay. But, may I have a word with you? I'd like to tell you, yeah, just what I've been going through. My nights are so long, hours go by, hoping and praying that someday I will be your guy. Feel love. You're my one sole desire. Love. Can you feel my burning fire? Yes, yes. Sing it with me, y'all. Say love, say love, say love, say love, say love. Ooh.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Just a little bit of my story and perspective in this. We just walked up to La Penn, across the street, visited Anthony's memorial. I literally can see the memorial from my window. Anthony McClain was shot in the back on Saturday, August 15th. It was a hot day. It was a beautiful day. It was a quiet day. My mother just graduated. It was Nipsey Hussle's birthday. I lit a candle for Brother Nipsey. I honored my mom, and I took a nap and woke up to gunshots outside. And from that day forward, Anthony became a part of my family, our family. As the sister before me said, our ancestor. I committed to be a part of the change that comes next. Anthony is not our first hashtag in Pasadena, from Pasadena. But I'm willing to do everything that I can, a part of this community, to be sure that he's the last. The most horrendous thing about all of this tragedy, is the way it's affected our children. My daughter is 8 years old, and she's now afraid of the police even driving by. Take a time and have these conversations. There's good and bad people everywhere, and sometimes the good and bad is in uniform, and sometimes the good and bad is walking down the street. I think the most beautiful thing that we could learn from Faye is to be compassionate in all of it. I commit to my community to be compassionate in every step of this, not to disregard anyone's feelings and perspective. Taking my time, all of this is really hard. Anthony should have been 33 this week. We met at the memorial, a few of us at midnight, and toast to Anthony and cried and shared stories and hugged. And moved on to later in the day where there were barbecues and birthday cake and still community. I value every bit of it. I'd like to thank everyone that's standing here. And I'd like to invite you to come visit us. On Mondays, we garden, we water, we pray. Anthony, we have conversations about what the next moves are in finding justice for Anthony. Blessings to everyone.
Towering and shining metallic purple armor queen, jealousy, envy waits beside him. Her fiery green gown sneers in the grassy ground where blue are the life-giving waters taken for granted. They quietly understand. Once happy turquoise armies lay arms at ready and wonder why the fight is on. Let me tell you now. Just ask Felicia. Red, so confident, flashes trophies of war and ribbons of euphoria. Orange is young, full of daring, very unsteady in the first go-round. Well, you know my yellow in this case is not so mellow. The fact I'm trying to say is frightened like me, and all of these emotions of mine keep stopping me from giving my life to a rainbow light.
Felicia and I co-founded Compassionate Arts 5.5 years ago, and Chris Lyric is our youth ambassador here in Pasadena. Everybody that has purple aprons on here are part of Compassionate Arts. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? And we want to invite you to make a resilience guardian in honor of Felicia Faye Love with her qualities of compassion and love and whatever else you feel she helped teach you or show you. Laura over there is waving to the table there. We're using recycled fun things to put together, take it home, hang it on your wall for your family to keep up your own resilience and faith that we can change the way the world is structured now. Tell us how you like Compassionate Arts.
I want to thank you all for being here from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of the hearts of the other youth ambassadors that we have from our youth council, and most importantly from Kira.
Melanie and Marisa and Alex over there.
Actually, can we have them?
Bring them up.
Melanie, Marisa, Alex, Benin,
And Denise.
our youth ambassadors.
Yeah, Denise.
Really quickly.
There he comes.
Melanie, Alex, Marisa, yes. Everyone, actually, Laura, you might as well come up as well. Katie, Joanne, Sylvia Love, not Sylvia Love, Sylvia, where's my, yes. Again, thank you all for the love that you give, for your presence, and most of all, just love.
Oh, nice.
Compassionate Arts, yay!
Look at the square.
Okay, all the posts that you see here were made from Compassionate Arts collaboration with Posts for Peace and Justice and our youth and our lead artist like Katie. This is Faye Love. Faye Love's was the lead artist for this post on overcoming depression. We have a series on youth mental health and helping people that have issues with mental health. This one is on overcoming depression and hopelessness. We have one on anxiety and other things. So please ask us any questions you have and join us, and we will join you too, because we always work in partnership. Anybody else want to say anything?
There is a little tree sitting on a little hill, hung the most influential criminal you'll ever see. Came down from Galilee, spoke of being free of all kind of fear, hatred and anxiety. Religious tyranny had infected all the land like a virus on the souls of people. Dun-dun-dun. Conspiracy of the Sanhedrin with the God of Rome, yeah. Lynch a man up in a tree, up on a hill for all to see, just like George Floyd on TV, a Palestinian refugee, a Yemeni, a Eritrea, and Syria. I think I hear these children are crying. A man up in a tree, up on a hill for all to see, just like George Floyd on TV, a Palestinian refugee, a Yemeni, a Yemeni, a refugee, a Syrian. I think I hear these children are crying. We'll never fear that tree. It was just a meaningless drama that took place on a page of Roman history. No, 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 no. It is a telescope through which we see east eternally. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Tis a telescope through which we see, dividing 18 from BC, from all the world to see. Yeah, 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 yeah. For all the world to see. Na 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 na. For all the world to see. Na 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 na. All the world to see. Na 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 na. I want to get you all on this right here. We're going to rise up and intercede. Rise up and intercede. Rise up and intercede. Yeah. Rise up and intercede. Police violence, yeah. Rise up and intercede. Church violence, rise up and intercede. Homophobic violence, rise up. Dina United, Dina United, Dina, rise up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rise up. Thank you so much. If you didn't get a chance to see the song.
All right, I was able to catch up with Stefan here and to try and track her down so she can share with us really her presence here today, and certainly what does she think of Pasadena. So why don't we start with that first? What do you think of Pasadena first and foremost?
Okay, I love Pasadena. Someone agrees with me. I have a lot of friends here. I think for our organization, one of the first protests that were involved in was here in Pasadena, because everyone's so passionate about fighting injustice and staying together as a community. And maybe one day I'll live here, but unfortunately, for now, I just get to visit.
Well, the beautiful thing is to bring people into our community and share with them the community pride. So why don't you look into that camera and let the viewers know really what today's all about, and really what is the momentum that we're trying to carry forth for today and hopefully moving forward in the future.
I think the best way I can describe what today is about is keeping the momentum from the last entire year that we all started. 2020 was really difficult for a lot of people in so many ways, and as things seemingly normal out, what everyone's come here together to do is keep pushing that message of unity, of love, of compassion, supporting each other, supporting, our neighbors within the community, within Pasadena. But then also, like, I'm from Studio City, and we come out here to support each other as human beings. And I think that's like the most important message that you can continue to push, continuing through 2021 and onward.
And so your knowledge of the two people that we're here honoring today, do you have any knowledge of them or contact with them?
I know Anthony McClain, I believe, is one. And gosh, I cannot remember. As I told you before, I'm terrible with names.
Well, Faye Love.
Faye Love, thank you. Yes. I don't know as much about Faye Love, unfortunately, as I do about Anthony McClain, just because his story was very big and prominent. I remember the night it happened. Oh my gosh. I think maybe the day before, we had been in a protest just in the area, and so we had friends who were here, and it was very intense. We'll say that. So, yeah, it was. It's also just intense hearing from the families every once in a while as the protests continue moving on, and when you get firsthand stories from people related to and involved with victims of the injustices that have been happening, it hurts a little more. It hits closer to home because, it is harder, I think, for people to understand what all of this is really like until it becomes more tangible and people involved. Right. So.
Well, what I like to share with the viewers, and I like looking at that camera and letting everybody know, no, you did a great job, is that really it's all about community and connecting up.
Yeah.
And if we start one step at a time, we get to know everybody, we keep our momentum moving, then it really bridges those issues and those concerns, especially considering the challenges that we had in 2020. So this is Alan Shea, and I'm signing out with this incredible volunteer we got today who's helping out with My Tribe Rise and the rest of the organizers here, making sure you know what's going on in Pasadena. Thank you. Viewers, now you can see we are here trying to raise your awareness about global warming, about green, and certainly what we have in store for the future.
And I just want to say thank you, our society, because the message that you're doing and bringing to the community is helping to sustain our communities and sustain our message and sustain our heritage. So thank you so much.
You're certainly welcome. Thank you.